Imagine a place where practicing your faith could land you in prison. This is the stark reality for many Christians in China, where a recent wave of arrests has targeted pastors and members of underground churches. But here's where it gets even more alarming. Among those detained is Pastor Ezra Jin, a respected leader and father of U.S. citizens, whose story highlights the growing tension between religious freedom and state control in the country. In August 2018, Pastor Jin was captured in a photograph teaching the fundamentals of Christianity at Beijing's Zion Church, a thriving underground house church with congregations spread across China. Fast forward to today, and Jin, along with dozens of his colleagues and congregants, has been arrested in a sweeping crackdown. His daughter Grace Jin Drexel shared her family's distress with NPR, stating, "It's been extremely shocking and very scary, but we also have faith in the Lord and know He is doing God's work." And this is the part most people miss. The arrests began on a Thursday, with over 30 pastors and staff either detained or suddenly unreachable. Some face criminal charges, including the vague yet ominous accusation of illegal dissemination of religious information via the internet. Sean Long, a pastor and spokesperson for Zion Church, described the arrests as violent, with police wielding a wanted list, and even forcibly separating a female pastor from her newborn baby. "We strongly appeal to the global church community to hold the Chinese government accountable," Long urged. "They cannot act with impunity. Release our ministers and staff immediately. Stop arresting our members." China's targeting of unregistered churches, those operating outside government control, is not new. In recent years, Christian and Muslim leaders have faced detention and imprisonment, reflecting the Chinese Communist Party's view of religions like Christianity and Islam as foreign and susceptible to external influence. Yet tens of millions of Chinese citizens continue to attend these unregistered churches, defying state-sanctioned alternatives. Zion Church itself is no stranger to persecution. In 2018, it was raided and shut down during a previous crackdown. Since then, it has adapted, blending online and in-person gatherings across various locations. Despite this resilience, the church insists it poses no threat to China. "We are not criminals, but Christians," Long emphasized. "We are not anti-CCP or anti-China. We love our people, our society, our culture. We are a Chinese house church committed to historic Christian faith, not a Western political force." But here's the controversial part. Some speculate that Zion Church's rapid growth, with weekly services reaching 5,000 to 10,000 people, and the escalating U.S. China tensions may have fueled the latest crackdown. Could the Chinese government perceive the church's influence as a challenge to its authority, or is this simply a matter of religious suppression? Pastor Jin's background adds another layer to this complex story. A former Peking University student who participated in the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests, Jin later earned a doctorate in ministry from Fuller Theological Seminary in California. His daughter revealed that Jin may have anticipated his arrest, even preparing his family for the possibility by discussing his legacy and ensuring video footage of him would be available for his grandchildren. "He was very clear-eyed about what the government is and what he was doing," Jin Drexel said. "He became a pastor knowing he might one day be imprisoned. Even after the 2018 shutdown, he could have stayed in the U.S. and sought asylum, but he felt compelled to return and stand with his church during its suffering." U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, have condemned the arrests and called for Jin's release. This crackdown demonstrates the CCP's hostility toward Christians who reject party interference in their faith. Rubio stated, "We urge the CCP to release the detained leaders and allow all people of faith to practice without fear." For Zion Church members, fear is palpable, but their resolve remains unshaken. "We will continue our online services and will not stop sharing the good news of Jesus Christ, no matter what," Long declared. Now here's a thought-provoking question for you. Is China's crackdown on unregistered churches a legitimate exercise of state authority, or does it represent a violation of religious freedom? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's spark a respectful yet meaningful discussion.